thanks for joining me today. The practice today is called Elixir of Life, and we're going to work with backbends to bring more positive energy into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. So by the end of the practice, you should feel energized and hopefully more positive. You'll need 2 blocks, a blanket, and your mat this morning, and or today. Might not be morning where you're at. Although backbends are better practiced in the morning because they're very stimulating, and often a practice of backbends in the evening can lead to a bit of insomnia. So hopefully you'll do the practice in the morning unless you're a night person, and then maybe evening time is your daytime. Okay, as we go through the practice, as always, you're going to want to pay really close attention to your personal experience. Because I'm not there with you to give you feedback or guidance, online classes ask for a lot more from you as the student. So if something doesn't feel good or you have anything that you would label as pain, I advise you to back it out, go a little bit slower, and proceed more cautiously. Okay, so let's start in Sukhasana, easy seat. I have my right leg to the front, and just notice which is your habit leg. Mine is usually the right. From here, scoot your bottom back a bit. Press your hips down to the mat and walk your hands forward. As your hands go forward, you wiggle your butt back a bit. Lift your armpits, lift the palms of your hands, and exhale, put your forehead down. Begin to breathe slowly through your nose, with an emphasis on moving your breath into your back ribs. Take a breath in. Take a slow breath out. Breathe into your back. And exhale, sit a little heavier on the floor. Next inhale, walk your hands to the left. And now start to breathe into your right rib cage. Keep the lift of your palms and armpits. And move your attention and energy into your right ribs. Breathe in. And breathe slowly out. Inhale, walk your body back to the center and bring yourself upright. Keeping your left hand on the mat, press your right leg firm and raise your right arm. Breathe in and then exhale, side stretch to the left. As you reach left, press heavily down into your seat. Keep both legs connected to the mat. Breathe into your right side now. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Then inhale and come on up. Change the cross of your legs so your left leg is to the front. Scoot your bottom back a bit. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, take your bottom to the back as you stretch your upper body forward. And raise your armpits. Claw the mat with your hands. Drop your head. Breathe slowly in and slowly out, focusing on breathing into your back ribs here. Walk your hands to the right. And breathe into your left rib cage. Again, keep the lift of your hands and armpits. Maintain a firm connection between your bottom and the floor. Inhale, walk back to center and bring your body up. Keep your right hand down, raise your left arm, and again, firm your lower body with the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, stretch to the right. And put your attention now into your left rib cage and breathe into your left ribs. Reach through your left fingers. Inhale, come on back. Bring your legs to Baddha Konasana now, bound angle pose. So put the soles of your feet together and scoot your bottom back a little bit. Holding your feet, pull your feet towards your body and press your heart forward. So it's this action. Pull your feet towards you, pull your chest forward, press your thighs down and lift your heart. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Notice that to get your heart to lift, you need to activate your back muscles. So squeeze the muscles along your spine, pull your shoulders back, press your thighs down. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Keep your right leg as it is, turn your left knee up, take your left knee wide. Pull your right heel closer, scoot your bottom back. Inhale, lift and broaden your chest here. Exhale, keep your chest high as you turn to the right. Turn your left hip and thigh in. Turn your chest to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Make your face softer. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through. Inhale, come round to the front and change the direction of your legs. Take your right knee wide. Scoot your bottom to the back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist left. Turn your right hip and thigh in. Turn your chest to the left, turn your head left. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Inhale, come round to the front. Now keep your left leg as it is. Keep your right knee closed and bring your right leg to the front. We're going to sit in swastikasana, which is where you have your heels lined up in front of each other and your knees wide. We'll do a short pranayama exercise here to bring more energy into our bodies. But if swastikasana, this position, doesn't feel good in your body, take any meditation seat that you can maintain. So for me, I have right heel in front of left heel, and then I'm spreading my knees as wide apart as I can. Scoot your bottom back a little bit and bring your shoulders over your hips. Again, keep your chest lifted. We'll practice 3 rounds of Bhastrika, bellows breathing. This is going to supercharge all of your systems. So some people shouldn't practice Bhastrika if you're pregnant, if you have heart disease, if you have an ulcer, if you've had recent abdominal surgery, if you have any problems, I would say, in the torso of your body, whether it's abdominal, heart, or lung problems. Bhastrika pranayama is a forceful inhale and a forceful exhale, and you can do it with a lot of force, or you could make the force a little bit less. So if you're in one of the categories of people that I mentioned should not do or take care, just practice breathing in and out through your nose, but without the strong force. Okay. So to start, put your hands at your shoulders. So it's a forceful inhale and a forceful exhale. Ready? Begin. Bring your hands down and now start to stir your spine like it's a big spoon in a pot. Smooth your breath rate and rotate energy through your whole spine. Reverse your direction. circle and stir second side. Now bring your spine to neutral. Breathe in through your nose slowly. Breathe out through your nose slowly. Round 2, Bhastrika, bellows breathing. Hands at your shoulders. Again, forceful inhale, forceful exhale through your nose. Inhale to start. Hands down and start to smooth your breathing as you stir the energy through your system. Turn your spine like a spoon moving through a pot. Keep your breath smooth through your nose. Reverse your direction. And come to neutral. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. One more cycle, Bhastrika. Hands at your shoulders. Inhale to start. Hands down, start to stir and smooth your breathing. Make the movement a little bigger this time. Go the other way. And come to neutral, pause. Notice the effect of just these first few exercises. So we're looking to experience positive movements of energy through all systems. Breathe in. Breathe out. From here, come to hands and knees, and we'll make our way to downward dog. Always in practice, keep your blocks to the front right corner of your mat, and then they're available if you need them. If you keep the blocks at the back of the mat, they're less available to you. So, coming onto your hands and knees, take your hands a little wider than your shoulders, and spread your fingers. Tuck your toes, turn your bottom up, pull your inner thighs towards each other, pick up your knees. Inhale, raise your hips high, bend your knees a lot, and push the mat forward as you press your chest back. And then look back. Breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale, straighten both legs, keep your heels high, keep your bottom up. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, raise your hips, raise your heels, straighten your knees. Exhale, bend your knees. Every time you do this, go a little bit deeper into downward dog. Inhale, straighten your legs, pull your butt up, keep your heels lifted and really push the mat forward. Big stretch here. Bend your knees. One more time. Straighten your legs. Keep pressing your chest back. You want to open up your shoulders here. So instead of putting heels down and straightening legs and then popping forward, look to get a shoulder stretch here. So even if you can't get your legs straight all the way, continue to press forward with your hands and back with your chest. Inhale, slow. Exhale, slow. Now inhale, bend your knees and look to your hands. And then exhale and step up to the front of the mat.
Have your feet hip distance here and straighten your legs. So if you can't touch the floor, you should have the blocks right next to you and use that for support. I really encourage students to take support under their hands as it reduces the amount of strain and pressure on your back. So with your legs straight and your hands on the floor or on the blocks, inhale, lift your chest for Ardha Uttanasana and look forward. Tighten your knees, pull your bottom up, stretch your chest to the front. Exhale, take the top of your head down. Inhale, lift your chest, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift up, look forward, keep squeezing those legs. Exhale, fold deep now. Let the top of your head come down as you raise your bottom higher. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift your chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Tighten the sides of your waist by pulling them in. Pull your inner thighs towards each other. Squeeze your knees. Then bring your hands to your hips and inhale, stand. Exhale here, Tadasana. Take a breath in. Take a slow breath out. So instead of sun salutations today or handstands, we'll practice bouncing. And bouncing is one of my favorite things to do because it's going to get your heart rate up, it's going to get your breath rate up, it's kind of silly and fun, so it'll raise happy, positive vibes. And in addition, it's good for your health because when you do things like bouncing, it really shakes up the lymph in your system, which promotes better health, better immunity, and healing. So this can be done as low impact or high impact. So for the gentlest form, you would have hands on hips and just march in place. Increasing difficulty is to take your hands up while marching in place, and full intensity will be to bounce. So with your arms up, let's start. And just start bouncing. And you can get as high as you want, you can get as shaky as you want. The purpose is to shift up and stimulate the energy. So give it a good go. Bounce, 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 bounce. And I've got my jingles on, so add extra fun to the experience. Keep going. Now exhale, stop, go to Tadasana and push energy down a bit. So while it went really crazy high, start to level it out. Push down into your feet. Round two, arms up, and let's start. Bounce, bounce, bounce. You could get really fun with this and see how high you can jump. You can do this one leg at a time or both. You can shake your arms around really crazy. Give it your all. And stop. Smooth out the energy now. Notice the effect. One more cycle. Arms up. And start to bounce. I always tell students that if you feel sluggish at work, just get up and bounce around and it might give you a mental health excuse. But it's fun, it's silly, just let it go. Bounce, 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 shake, 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 keep going. And stop, breathe. Smooth out your breath. Next one is empty coat sleeves, which is from when I studied with Kripalu Yoga. So if you start with your feet a little bit wider than your hips and let your arms be loose by your sides. Begin to turn side to side, and if you notice, I'm adding that all the way from my feet. Pivot on the balls of your feet and just let your arms swing. Free up the energy. Turning right and left. Empty coat sleeves, just like when you were a kid. And you take your arms out of your shirt and go, look Mom, I've got no arms. Do that now. Now the next time you go right, keep twisting right, twisting right, twisting right, reach right, pivot right, look right, go to the right. And now swing and go all the way to the left. And pivot left, keep going, keep turning, you got more in you, keep going. And inhale back to center. Standing in Tadasana, bring the inner edges of your feet together. Inhale, raise your arms and interlace your fingers. Exhale, reach left. Inhale, come up. Squeeze your legs. Exhale, reach right. Inhale up. Every time try to go a little bit further. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale, raise. This time you're going to hold it. Exhale to the left and hold. Squeeze through your fingers, squeeze your legs together, tighten at your knees. Breathe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go to the right. Pull your right ribs to your right hip. Stretch into your fingers. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, take a breath, Tadasana. Inhale. Slow exhale. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale and touch your heart. Exhale, take your legs wide apart. Make a big star shape on your mat and turn your right leg out, turn your left toes in. We'll do a little bit of movement first before we settle into triangle pose. Turn the palms of your hands to face out and tighten your knees. Inhale, reach to the right. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tap right. Use your leg strength here. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap right. Inhale, lift back up. We're going to hold it this time. Palms face out. Reach to the right. Keep grounding into your legs. Exhale, put your right hand down. Turn your right arm out. Turn your chest up. Raise your left arm. Look at your left thumb and pull your knees up as you push your hips left. Full breath in. Slow breath out. Press down, inhale, come to stand. Turn your legs parallel. Now turn your left leg out and your right toes in. Line up your heel with your arch. Spin your palms to face out. Squeeze your legs. Inhale, reach left. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, come back up. Squeeze that right leg. Exhale, go to the left. Inhale, lift back up. Keep squeezing your leg muscles. Exhale, go left. Inhale, come up. This time you're going to hold it. Exhale, reach left. Put your left hand down, turn your chest up. Take your right arm up and look to your right thumb. Keep squeezing your legs and swing your left buttock under you. Turn your chest up more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come up. Turn your legs parallel, touch your heart. Exhale, take a breath in Tadasana. Next one is Parshva Warrior 2. So Virabhadrasana 2, Parshva Konasana sort of mashup. So starting again from the center of your mat, inhale and touch your heart. Exhale, take your legs wide apart. Returning to the big star shape here. Turn your right leg out, turn your left toes in, line up your heel with your arch. Look to the right and reach into your left hand. Now bend your right knee. Press your right underneath forward and stretch into your left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, take your right arm to the left, take your left arm right. Inhale, back warrior 2. Exhale, right arm left, left arm right. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift your chest. We're going to hold it this time. Exhale, bring your right arm to the left, left arm right. Put your right forearm to your thigh and turn your chest up more. Swing your right buttock under as you squeeze your left leg and look up. Smooth breath in. Slow breath out. Now press into your heel and inhale, lift to warrior 2. Straighten your leg. Turn your legs parallel. Turn your left leg out, turn your right toes in. Reach to your right hand as you look left and exhale, bend your left knee. Squeeze into the right leg. Inhale here. Exhale, left arm right, right arm left. Inhale, warrior 2. Stay strong in your legs. Press your left heel down. Exhale, left arm right, right arm left. Reach. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, left arm, right arm reaches left. Inhale, back up. This time you're going to hold. Exhale, left arm right, right arm left. Put your left forearm down, turn your chest up more. Squeeze your right butt cheek as you swing your left butt cheek under. Breathe in and breathe out. Now press your left heel down. Inhale, warrior 2. Straighten your leg. Turn your legs parallel. Touch your heart. Exhale, breathe into Tadasana. Next asana is Virabhadrasana 1. So again, standing in the center of your mat. Inhale and touch your heart. Exhale, take your legs wide apart. Put your hands to your hips and then turn your right leg out. Move it maybe a centimeter to the right. Ground into your foot. Raise your left heel. Squeeze your left leg. Pivot. Turn to face the short edge of your mat. Now put your left heel down. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend your right knee. Bring your left rib cage forward. Inhale, straighten your knee. Exhale, bend it. Inhale, straight. We're going to hold it this time. Exhale, bend your knee. Now actively stretch your left leg back and your right knee forward. Bring your left rib cage forward and pull your ribs down a bit. Look up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, straighten your knee. Put your hands to your hips. Turn your legs to parallel. Turn your left leg out. Move a little bit left. Ground into your left leg, then squeeze your right leg, raise your heel and turn. Face the short edge of your mat. Put your right heel down and bring your right rib cage forward. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Every time try and get a little bit further. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, bend your knee. One more time. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Now press your left inner knee forward and bring your right rib cage to the front. Stretch actively into your right leg. Pull your ribs down and in slightly as you look up. Keep your breath moving. Inhale, straighten your leg. Turn your legs parallel. Touch your heart. Exhale, breathe into asana. Smooth it out. Parshavottanasana, intense side stretch, to Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolved triangle pose. So if you, again, have the challenge of straight legs and touching the floor, you'll want the blocks. So if you place your blocks like this behind you, and then stand in the center of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips and separate your feet about 1 meter, so it's not the big star shape, it's a shorter stance. Turn your right leg out, turn your left leg in, and turn to face the short edge of the mat. So we'll do a variation of Parshavottanasana because we're going to transition to Parivrtta Trikonasana here. So practice with your hands on your hips today. Press your left thigh back as you bring your left rib cage forward and squeeze your right leg. Inhale, raise your heart. Exhale, go halfway. As you fold, turn your left thigh and hip in. Inhale, squeeze the back of your legs, raise your chest. Exhale, go halfway. Turn your left hip and thigh in, pull your right hip back. Inhale, squeeze the back side of your body to stand. Exhale, fold halfway. Now hold the halfway position. Tighten your knees, push into your feet and pull your hips back. Stretch the top of your head forward. Put your left hand on the block, either inside your right leg for more support, or extra challenge, take it to the outside. Shift forward slightly and turn your chest to the right. Raise your right arm and look to your right hand. Squeeze your legs firm, push into the floor and reach up into those right fingers. Keep breathing. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Pull your hips back a bit. Bring both hands to your hips and inhale, stand back up. Turn your legs parallel. Second side. Turn your left leg out, turn your right foot in, turn your body to the short edge of the mat. With your hands to your hips, press your right thigh back, bring your right ribs forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, go halfway. Inhale, pull with the backs of your legs, stand up. Exhale, fold halfway. Inhale, pull to stand. Exhale, go halfway. Do it one more time. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, fold halfway. Hold here. Pull your left hip back, press your right thigh back, and push the top of your head forward. Now take your right hand to the block either inside your left foot for more support or outside your foot for extra challenge. Keep pressing your left hip back and the top of your head forward. Now as you exhale, begin to turn your chest to the left. Raise your left arm. Squeeze into your legs as you reach up into those left fingers and turn your chest left. Look up. Keep breathing. Exhale, bring your left hand up. Shift your body weight to the back and push down as you bring your right hand to your hip. And then inhale to lift. Turn your legs parallel. Touch your heart. Exhale, breathe into Tadasana. Smooth it out. Coming round to the short edge of your mat now. And if you were using the blocks, move them back to the front right corner. We're going to do Utkatasana, fierce pose to build up some leg strength, and then we're going to start to take this to the floor and begin to get a little bit deeper into back bends. From the front of the mat with your feet hip distance. Inhale, raise your hands and reach through your thumbs. Thumbs back. Pull your ribs down, take your thumbs back. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and push your butt back. As your butt goes back, reach back with your thumbs more so you feel your back muscles working. Pull the sides of your waist in and your tummy back as you push your butt back, but keep reaching back through your thumbs to work your back muscles. Breathe here. Now a little pulsing on the down and sit down. Extend energy to your thumbs. Little pulses. Look up, not down. Keep going. Keep reaching those sitting bones back more. Now hold, breathe. Exhale, fold forward, touch the floor. Inhale, raise your chest halfway. Exhale, step to downward dog. Again, you're looking to get extension through your spine here, or length through your spine, excuse me. So push forward with your hands back with your chest. Pull your bottom up more. Breathe. Bend your knees and look to your hands, and then as you exhale, put your right foot to the front of the mat and bring your left knee down. We're going to do 2 rounds of Anjaneyasana, which is a knee down lunge. So if you have sensitive knees, you're going to want the blanket under the left knee. Starting with your blocks on high by your right foot. Go forward with your hips, working to bring your right hip to your right heel. So my knee's going way past my ankle at this point. Push forward, right hip, right heel, lift your chest. Exhale, back it off a bit. Inhale, go forward, take it a little deeper. Keep your chest high, look up. Exhale, back it off a little. One more time. Inhale, go forward with your hips. Lift your chest. Keeping your chest up, move your blocks to medium. Keeping your chest up, take your blocks to low. So you might find again that you can't take the blocks down and keep the lift of your chest. Put your emphasis on the lift of your chest, not taking the blocks lower. Option for fingertips to the floor. Now pull your shoulders back, look up. Take your heart to the ceiling. Breathe. Exhale, back it off. Step back to downward dog. Take a breath in downward dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Bring your left knee to your chest, look forward and put your left foot at the front of the mat. Put your right knee down. Again, if you're using the blanket, it'll go under the right knee now. And start with the blocks on high by your left foot. Exhale, shift your hips forward, working your left hip to your left heel. Don't let the left heel come off the floor. Keep your heel down and shift your hips forward. Exhale, back it off a bit. Inhale, go forward, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, back it off. Inhale, go forward and look up. Exhale, back it off. This time we'll go forward and hold. Inhale, go forward. Now keep your chest high and pull your shoulders back, go to medium blocks. Keep your left heel on the floor. Go to low blocks. Again, the lowering of the blocks is just a suggestion. Option fingertips to the floor and look up. Pull your shoulders back as you take your heart forward. Exhale, go back to downward dog. Press forward with your hands again, back with your chest, and raise your bottom. Breathe. Bring your right knee to your chest. Exhale, put your right foot to the front, bring your left knee down. Taking padding under the left knee if you need, come onto your right thigh. Again, shift your hips forward so that your right hip comes near your right heel and keep the right heel down. Pull your shoulders back, raise your arms, interlace your fingers by the first one. Now reach back as far as you can. Go forward with your hips, up with your heart, look up, reach through your fingers, breathe. Press the top of your left foot down, ground your right foot, reach back more. Exhale, bring your hands down. Go back to downward dog. Pull your bottom high. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Bring your left knee to your chest and step your left foot to the front of the mat. Put your right knee down. Starting on your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, go forward. Working your left hip to your left heel. Pull your shoulders back. Raise your arms, interlace your fingers. Now, reach back and lift your chest as you take your hips forward and look up. Press the top of your right foot down firm as you ground your left foot. And reach. Breathe. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back to downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. When you exhale, come onto your knees. We're going to do an exercise to build some leg strength because leg strength is going to be so helpful with back bending. So if you need extra padding under your knees, you'll put it under both knees now. And then stand on your knees with your knees and feet hip distance. From here, place your hands on your thighs. Press your little toe to the floor and squeeze your bottom. Pull your tummy back. Now press with your feet, lean back. And then come back up. We'll do this 8 times. Lean back and go back as far as you can. Come back up. Lean back 3, 4, 5, 6, press those feet down. And 8. Come back up. Have a seat on your heels. Take a breath. Smooth out your energy. One more set. So again, if you can go all the way back, go all the way back. I don't have the strength in my legs to go back really far, but if you can do it, but just make sure you get back up again. Okay, let's do a second set. So with your hands on your thighs, press the tops of your feet down and squeeze your bottom, pull your belly button back. Lean back, press with those toes, and up. Lean back 2, and up. 3, 4, work your feet. 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. And then have a seat on your heels and breathe. Inhale slow. Exhale slower. We're going to do variation of Ustrasana starting from heels down. So with your feet and knees hip distance, start with your fingertips behind you. So the more, it will become more difficult the closer your hands are to your feet. So for round 1, start with your hands just behind your feet. Look down at your chest and then squeeze your butt, lift your hips, look up. Press with your feet. Exhale, sit it down. Option to take your hands in closer. Look down, squeeze your butt, lift your hips, look up. And sit back down. Option to bring your hands onto your feet. Press with your feet, look down, push with your hips forward, lift your chest, and now look back. Keep pressing with your feet as you come into the full position. Little toe to the floor. Slowly bring your hips back down. And from here, go to downward dog. Press your legs back as you raise your bottom. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. From here, come forward to plank, then put your knees, your chest, your chin down. Be a little inchworm. Pull your butt up high. Press your legs back. Inhale, raise your chest, cobra. Look up, press with your feet. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to go through that 2 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Look forward, pull your butt up. It's an inchworm. Inhale, press your legs back. Lift your chest, cobra. Look up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Be the inchworm. Look forward. With your next breath in, lift your chest up. Press your toes down. Look back. Exhale, go to downward dog. Breathe in here. Slow breath out here. Bring your right knee to your chest and step your right foot up to the front of the mat. Put your left knee down. Again, you can use padding under your left knee. Take a block and put it under your left hand, and I like to use the block in this one, so don't write it off before you give it a try.
We're going to combine a lunge with a stretch for your quads. Turn your right foot out about 45 degrees and go forward with your hips. The block will help you keep your chest up. So again, we were looking at back bend shape, so you want to keep your heart high the whole time. Go forward with your hips and come more to the top of your left knee than on your kneecap. Now from here, press with your right arm to keep your chest high and kick your left heel to your butt. Create the quad stretch by pulling your heel close. I want to get my hamstrings to contract to open up the front of my thigh. Pull your heel in, lift your chest more. Breathe. Option, hold your foot with your right hand, but I can feel quad stretch just by contracting my hamstring. If you want to take it further, bring your heel to your butt, lift your chest more. Hips forward, chest up. Breathe. Now keep your foot where it is, let go with your hand, and slowly release it. Change legs, so shift back to downward dog. From downward dog, bring your left knee to your chest and step your left foot to the front. Put your right knee down. So if you're using the blanket, shift it under your right knee now. Put the block under your right hand and turn your left foot out 45. Go forward with your hips. Again, keep the lift of your chest, so the block will help do that. Press into your left arm, bring your right heel to your bottom. Working to come to the top of your knee. So how I'm getting the quad stretch here is by going hips forward as I pull my right heel in, and then at the same time, lift your chest. Relax your jaw and breathe. To go a little bit further, catch that back foot with your left hand and bring it closer. Keep the lift of your chest. Breathe here. Hold your foot in place. Let go with your hand and then release it. And come back to downward dog one more time. Raise your bottom higher and push that mat forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Exhale to your hands and knees and then have a seat on the mat. And we'll come to our backs to do Setu Bandha bridge pose and Urdhva Dhanurasana upward bow. Starting on your back with your feet under your knees and your feet and knees hip distance. So if you look from the side, to put ankle and knee in one line. Bend your elbows, point your fingers up. So I put a practice up earlier this week. I don't remember the name of it, sorry, but it was about backbends. Smile from the heart, perhaps. No, maybe not. Anyway, my point was in that video was to slow it down. Students zoom through Setu Bandha so quickly, I don't even know that they've realized they've done the pose. So I invite you to try it step by step and see how slowing down with really strong attention to what's happening, how that changes the experience. Okay, so with your fingers pointing up, press your elbows to the floor and press your outer shoulder to the floor. Notice what that did to your chest. It got bigger and fuller. Relax that. Press your elbows down, press your outer shoulders to the mat and puff up your chest. Now wiggle your shoulder blades closer, keep your hips down, but get your chest big. Inhale, lift your hips, push your knees to the front as you squeeze your butt. Keep rolling your shoulders under. Now catch hands behind your back. Bring your shoulders even closer and press down with your forearms
Push your knees forward as you squeeze your butt and get your hips up high. Move your chest to your face and breathe. Exhale, come down. Relax. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Round 2, Setu Bandha bridge. Check that your knees are under your ankles are under your knees. Return to the robot arms, so fingers point to the ceiling. Press your elbows down, press your outer shoulder down, puff up your chest. Do that again, working your shoulders closer on your back. Keeping the height of your chest, lift your hips now, and push your knees forward, bring your chest closer to your face. Hold hands behind your back and really press down through your arms. Now squeeze your butt. Keep pushing your knees forward as your hips go high. Breathe here. Exhale slowly down. Relax. Breathe. I'm going to do 3 more back bends. I'm going to move forward into Urdhva Dhanurasana. But if for any reason you're not practicing Urdhva Dhanurasana, you just repeat Setu Bandha bridge pose, what we did just now, 3 more times. You're also welcome to give Urdhva Dhanurasana a try. It's going to add on the challenge of getting your head off the floor and your arms straight. So with your feet under your knees, have your feet and knees hip distance. Turn the palms of your hands to the mat with your hands just a little bit wider than your shoulders. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Push into your feet and lift your hips. Take your knees forward. Now push into your hands. Straighten your arms to lift your head. Once you're up, raise your heels. Walk your hands in. Move your hands, not your feet. Look at your hands and press your chest forward through your arms as you look down. Slowly bring your heels down, but keep your hips up. Breathe. Lift your heels. Bring your chin to your chest. Bend your elbows to lower your body to the back of your head. Relax and breathe here. Slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Round 2, Setu Bandha bridge or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Again, I'll cue for Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow. Bring your ankles under your knees and separate your feet and knees hip distance. Put the palms of your hands on the mat, point your fingers towards your shoulders, have your hands just a little bit wider than shoulders. As you exhale, pull your tummy back, lift your hips, push your knees forward. Now press into your hands and your legs to lift your chest. Get your head off the floor. Raise your heels, push up more. Walk your hands in towards your feet. Press your hips higher, look down at your thumbs. Slowly lower your heels. Lift your heels, bring your chin to your chest, bend your elbows to lower to the back of your head. Rest and breathe here. more time for the practice today. Setu Bandha or Urdhva Dhanurasana, bridge or upward bow. Moving your ankles under your knees, separate your feet and knees hip distance. For Urdhva Dhanurasana, turn the palms of your hands to the mat. Exhale, squeeze your butt, lift your hips, push into your hands, lift your chest. Raise your heels. Walk your hands in, move your hands, 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 not feet. Lift up higher. Keep looking at your hands. Slowly bring your heels down. Lift your heels. Move your chin to your chest, bend your elbows to come to the back of your head. And breathe. Slow cycles of breath. And begin to smooth the energy out again. Step your feet to the edge of the yoga mat, so you want wide feet. We did this just recently. It's one of my favorite stretches. Right hand holds left wrist. Take your left arm back. Take your knees to the right and maintain wide feet. Now push your left hip and knee forward towards the right corner of your mat as you stretch your left arm up and back. Make the left side of your body longer now. Breathe in. And breathe out. When you exhale, pull your tummy back and raise your knees. Change hands. Left hand holds right wrist. Take your knees to the left. Again, maintain wide feet. Press your right hip and knee towards the left corner of the mat as you reach your right arm to the back and stretch out the right side. Slow breath in and out. Exhale, pull your tummy back, bring your knees up. Walk your feet in and take your hands to your knees. Now go knees wide, forward, together. Wide, forward, together. Each knee has its own circle here. Now reverse it and go the other way. Bring both knees in and stretch your left leg out now on the mat for Apanasana, wind relieving pose. Hug your right knee to your right shoulder as you squeeze the left leg straight. Holding the back of your right thigh, stretch your right leg up and push your thigh away from you. So you're trying to create space in your waist and your back. Not looking for hamstring stretch today. We'll do that another day. We get a lot of hamstring stretching in Hatha Yoga. Not so much hamstring strength. So for right now, don't worry about a hamstring stretch. Instead, focus on taking your right hip down and your right thigh forward. Open up your right waist. Exhale, bend your knee. Change legs. Bring your left leg in and stretch your right leg out. Press your right leg down. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe slowly out. Catch up the back of your left thigh now and stretch your left leg up. Again, press your thigh forward into your hands to get the space on your left waist. Breathe slowly through your nose. Inhale. Slowly bend your knee again. Bring both knees in. Rock a little bit right, left, and as you do that, wiggle your tailbone towards the end of the mat. Inhale, then exhale. Curl into a little ball, tap your nose to your knees. And now inhale for Shavasana. Take a moment to really settle into the mat. So adjust your shoulders, your hips. You should have no back pain as you lay on your back. If you have back pain, that can be a sign that you went a little bit too far in the practice today. Yoga is lovely because it goes slow enough that it gives you the opportunity to listen to signals from your body, but you still have to listen to that. So do what you need to do to be comfortable here. You can use the blanket behind your knees if you're having back pain. Let your feet flop out and turn your hands up, close your eyes. Take a really slow breath out and make your whole body heavy now. Now just rest here until you hear my voice again. you would like to relax longer, just pause the video now. If you're ready to move out of practice, begin to wiggle your hands and feet. And then turn to your right side. From here, come on up to sit.
And close your eyes again. And just pause here upright. And take a breath in. Slower breath out. Bring your hands to your heart now in any position or shape that feels comfortable and authentic. And take a moment to dedicate your practice. Practice to create peace in your life. Share peace with others. As you move through your day today, look for opportunities to extend the hand of peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. When you exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale to open your eyes. So thanks for practicing with me again today. We've started 24-hour quarantine here. So the restaurant next door is not working today, and we don't have that horrible exhaust fan that usually is the sound you hear in the background. I hope you got to hear some of the birds singing instead of restaurant equipment. Anyway, I hope your day is great, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.